the girl accidentally kissed the young marshal's chest. Her face instantly turned red with embarrassment. She even scolded the man for not wearing proper clothes in broad daylight. But instead of avoiding her, the man smiled and said he could dress however he wanted in his own home. He even teased her for chasing him to his house, asking if she secretly liked him and wanted to climb into his bed. The girl silently complained in her heart about his shamelessness, but remembering the big favor he had done for her recently, she could only honestly say thank you, then handed him the washed clothes, planning to leave this man who made her heart race as soon as possible. But just as she turned away, the man suddenly stepped closer. Their eyes met, making her heart pound like a drum. She panicked and tried to escape, but he deliberately tripped her. She instinctively pressed her hand forward, and ended up touching his chest again. This time he started teasing her even more. She awkwardly pulled her hand back, hurriedly explaining it was just an accident, and shoved him away. But this time she actually touched somewhere she really shouldn't have. The man pretended to be angry and grabbed her hand, questioning if she was trying to take advantage of him, when in fact he was secretly delighted, because he had secretly liked her for years. But her eyes had always been on his older brother, so she never noticed. The truth was the girl had been abandoned by her biological parents as a child. Her brother had brought her home, and raised her like a princess. Over time her dependence turned into what she thought was love, and she fell for the brother who was not related by blood. But such feelings would never be accepted. After being found out, her adoptive mother sent her abroad for 8 years. When she returned, it was just in time for her brother's engagement party. She knew it was time to bury that youthful crush for good. What she didn't know was that ever since she came back, the powerful young marshal had been watching her every move, because he and her brother had been childhood friends, and many years ago he had already fallen for her. Coincidentally, her brother's fiancé was the marshal's cousin, so he used that connection to deliberately create more encounters with her. But the girl misunderstood, thinking the marshal saw her as his cousin's romantic rival. She thought they would have no more interactions, but because of a matter involving her best friend's class reunion, she had to ask him for help again. The moment she stepped inside, she saw him executing a prisoner, which made her fear him even more than before. But she forced herself to stay calm, hiding all signs of fear, and even lifted a glass of wine with a sweet smile, calling him brother. The marshal accepted the drink, but said she wasn't that important, and if she had a request she could let her brother come ask. What she didn't know was that he only wanted to use this as a chance to make her come to him more often. She left reluctantly, only to find her brother and his fiancée disheveled at home. Her original request had to be swallowed. With no one to rely on, she drank alone on the street. When the alcohol hit, she nearly fell as she stood up. Fortunately, the marshal had been protecting her from the shadows, and caught her in his arms. Just then a few of her brother's friends happened to see them, and warmly invited them to play mahjong together. During the game the marshal's eyes never left her. One person casually asked if she had dated while abroad. She calmly said she had, but it was just for fun and ended quickly. The friend then asked what type she liked. She originally wanted to describe her brother, but was afraid it would cause misunderstanding, so she changed her words, not knowing. Her casual answer happened to match the marshal perfectly. The marshal waved his hand, pretending to dismiss it, saying he would never like a friend's sister. After the gathering, the friends tactfully let the marshal send her home. When she said she wanted a boyfriend to prove she had no improper feelings for her brother, the marshal immediately